What's good, YouTube? So some of you guys been hitting me up in the comments lately saying, you know, what's going on with the car, Mike? You got this Hellcat, you've been looking for it for 6 months, you finally got it, and none of us have seen it. You know, just mostly interiors, you know, me kind of talking about different things while driving the car, but not really much in terms of exterior and certainly nothing performance related. So here we go, guys. I figured I'd show you a little bit of the car here just for a few minutes and give you a little walk around. There are a few things that are not standard or that have been, you know, modded or whatever that may not be too obvious to you. You see in there here in the front, the car has been debadged, so there's no SRT badging on that front right side of the grill there. It is hot, by the way, right now, guys, so you're hearing the radiator blowing there pretty hard. It is pretty warm out right now, so that's what we got going on there. Yeah, I do have the dealer little bumper guards down there. If you don't like it, you know, whatever, that's your problem. Actually, in truth, man, I never really liked that look when I first saw, like, cats, like, you know, with them on there. And then I saw them on a couple of colors I saw them on, and including this green here. And I said, you know what, man, I actually kind of like that. I kind of like that. So I may get bored of it and take it off, or I might spray them and do them a different color, do something a little different, but for now I'm kind of keeping it. Another thing here, guys, obviously there is a hash stripe. This is just a pretty standard hash striping. Normally hood defender, which goes all the way onto the hood, but this is just half of that. This is the normal Hellcat badging, but he's got a little red eye there, as you can see. When I got the car, the previous owner had done a little mod to it, had made it red, so basically everything that appears black here was red and everything that was silver was black. And it looked cool, but I wanted to make it a bit more of my own, so I actually like the standard look a little bit better, so I decided to go with that. Also, these wheels here, yeah, these are the standard slingshot wheels, 7-spoke Hellcat wheels that you're, you know, and SRT wheels that you see on the SRT 392 and on the Hellcats. But the color here is not a normal issue. So as you can see here, this is not black, and it is not the hyper black that you see on the SRT 392s. The original owner had this done. This is just a powder coating, and this is sort of like a kind of a granite, or not a granite, but like a pencil lead color, you know, like that kind of grayish color. And when you kind of look at the whole picture, you know, I think it looks really nice, man. I really liked that mod when I first saw it, and was pretty, and so I'm pretty psyched that I actually bought, you know, my buddy's car. So that's that. These tires here, these are the Nitto NT555 G2s. These are summer tires. And we got 295s in the back, and we've got 275s in front. Got the 71 style set up here with the script badging in the back. The car was debadged in the back here too with the SRT, but I decided to add it just because I kind of like it, man. I kind of like the stock look like that, so I went with it. And as you can see here, overall, here's a side shot. The car does have a drop to it. It's got the iBox Pro kit on it, and it really makes a difference, man. You know, I thought in my 392, when I put it into track mode, you know, it really tightened up the suspension, and I thought that that was tight. My God, I mean, driving this thing, you definitely feel every bump, but it definitely is a very dynamic ride. It feels more raw. You definitely can feel the road more, and it drops it, you know, as you can see here, man, those wheels are, you know, pretty much almost tucked, man. I mean, this here, it's pretty low. It does clear, there's no rubbing at all, at least none that I can tell. And then if you're on a slant at all, like this parking lot is actually a little slanted here, man, you'll see here, like this side, man, it looks really tucked. But again, it's cool. The tires are pretty good, man. I mean, as you guys know, any of you who have driven Hellcats before, you know, it's so easy to light up the tires in these things. Whether you have 275s, whether you have 295s. I know of some dudes who have done a lot, and even like the wide bodies, you know, which have got the bigger wheels on them too. you know, its traction is still an issue, man. I mean, you put that much horsepower to the rear wheels, and that's just going to be a reality. And obviously I did the shameless self-promotion there. Everything is pretty much stock under the hood, except for there's a little decal kit on the airbox intake there. The interior is absolutely 100% stock. Got the red seat belts, black Alcantara. Got the kid seats back there. Still a family man as always. 6-speed manual, of course. And then just the standard SRT floor mats. And I'm digging the interior, guys. You know, those of you who are familiar with my channel know that I really, really liked the interior on my SRT that had the sepia Laguna interior. And that's what sold me on the car, honestly, man. It's just so, you know, I use the word executive, you know, executive muscle car. That's really what it felt like. And honestly, guys, that was something that I kind of fell out of love with as time went on. I mean, by far, it was the nicest car I've ever owned before. You guys can check out my old videos if you want to get a close look at it. But it felt, you know, one of the things I love about muscle cars, man, is just the raw feel to it. And while these seats are really nice that I have in here right now, they definitely feel more raw than those than the interior of the last car. So I'm psyched, man. I like it. It just feels like I'm out to play, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going for a nice ride in my luxurious car. I'm going out to kick some ass and take some names, man, to light up the tires, to have some fun, and just to enjoy it, man, to do what this thing was made for. So that's it, guys. I'm not going to do any type of real formal review here or anything. I just wanted to give you all a look as to what I bought. And that's it. I got some more videos in the works right now, guys. Keep an eye out for them. I'll be posting them soon, including what are the top takeaways I have from my Hellcat buying experience. And I've got some lessons learned there even, guys. I think you may be interested in, especially if you are on the hunt for a Hellcat as well. And I'm also going to do a bit more in-depth video, being that this is the 5th Challenger I have had in a row, 5 Challengers in 5 years, beginning with the SXT and working my way up. I'll tell you, I've got a good perspective on these cars, man. And so I'm going to share you my thoughts on it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, as always. Until next time. Later.